James Adcock representing KMAA as they look to move to 3-0 on the night here. The sort of quote-unquote away team coming up from Knoxville. James Adcock 2-2. Lost via knockout against Jamal Muhammad earlier this year at Hardrock MMA 91. And that was his first fight in more than 2 years. So took won his first 2 fights and lost his third fight, and then took a 2-year break and came back and took on a red-hot fighter in Jamal Muhammad. And came up short, but now he's going to take on another red-hot fighter in Donnie Ballou. But also James Adcock, this is his first fight under 145 pounds. So dropping not only down to 145, or 135, but to 133. So not sure if he eventually wants to try to go down to 125 flyweight. It looks like he has a pretty big frame for flyweight.
But if you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think his opponent, Donnie Ballou, probably is a more natural 125er. But they're both 5'9", similar height. James Adcock, 29 years old, got 1 win via submission, 1 via knockout. Again, looking to try to snap out of that 2-fight losing streak here tonight at Hardrock MMA 95.
Once again, we want to encourage everyone who is tuning in tonight, get in on the action, to tweet at us at #HRMMA95. We would love to hear why you're tuning into tonight's broadcast and which fighter you've been most impressed with tonight. And for the final 2 remaining fights on the card, which fighters you're tuning in to see.
Got Drive MMA's Donnie Ballou making his way to the cage here. You see Scott Wegman from Drive. Evan Samad in his corner as well. Scott Wegman, for as good of a fighter as he was, I think is a even better coach.
Sure,
I mean, you'll
great
see him
guy.
in the corner of not only Donnie Ballou, but also Mojo Horn here in the main event tonight. He looks like a little bit smaller version of Mojo Horn, so I think that maybe that's why Mojo wants him to corner him. But nevertheless, Donnie Ballou has been super impressive in his first 2 pro bouts. Submitted Dustin Birch via guillotine 25 seconds at Hardrock 84. And then earlier this year at Hardrock MMA 89, submitted Eugene Barrett with an arm bar in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Guy who's made his amateur debut way back in 2010, still just 26 years old, is Donnie Ballou. Now at Drive MMA. Always been one of the kind of more underrated guys in the area. Had 15 amateur fights, just an 8-7 record, but always was willing to fight anybody. And I think that's what made him sort of a fan favorite. A lot of submission wins. And of course, talked to Scott Wegman, and Scott said that he's been working a lot more on his stand-up. See how much of it he shows here tonight. £133 catchweight bout here. Donnie Ballou in the black and green. James Adcock in the black and brown. Rob Mooney is the third man in the cage here. Southpaw James Adcock comes out against Donnie Ballou. Nice leg kick there. As we mentioned, Scott Wegman said that Donnie's stand-up has improved greatly, so we'll see how much of it he's willing to use here tonight. He shoots in for the takedown. Right on cue. Nice takedown there. Body lock takedown from Donnie Ballou. Working in the guard of James Adcock.
Adcock getting his left leg in there in a butterfly fashion, almost trying to set up a sweep or something.
Looked like already a little bit of a weld on that left leg of Donnie Ballou.
Elbows on this side.
Nice, slick little transition there to end up in half guard from Donnie Ballou. Came out of nowhere. Great shot there by our camera crew. Cage side. See Donnie Ballou working in the half guard here of James Adcock.
Elbows to the body, Donnie.
Nice elbow there from Ballou. Looking for the guillotine here. And he grabs palm to palm, looking to try to finish that guillotine. Adcock trying to scramble out, but Ballou stays on top, maintains top control. Ballou again trying to finish this guillotine here. Again, staying patient on top. Now armbar.
Ballou going for the armbar. Wow, is this
deep.
over?
This might be the tap.
Might break it. Wow.
Armbar out of nowhere. Donnie Ballou.
Moving to 3-0 as a pro. 26 years old.
Maybe submission of the night honors there from Donnie Ballou. Great win there.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes, 17 seconds of the very first round of your winner, tap out due to armbar,
Donnie Ballou 3-0, 3 first-round submissions. Impressive.
Very impressive win for Donnie Ballou.
One of those guys who really just kind of turned the corner since he's jumped to the pro ranks. Is, you know, as we mentioned, 8-7 as an amateur, but now 3-0 as a pro. And really, I think being with Scott Wegman at Drive MMA, improving his striking game, but really didn't have to show a ton of that tonight. But that ground game is definitely